think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season. And I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
Sheryl Swoopes is back at it, stirring controversy with baseless claims about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But this time, Lexie Hull has had enough. For months, the so-called legend has been spreading wild accusations about the team, but Hull isn't staying silent anymore. She's taking a stand against the gossip and setting the record straight. So, what did Swoopes say this time? Oh, just her usual claims of locker room chaos, a neglected Kelsey Mitchell, and hints that Christy Sides' exit was anything but professional.
Christy did as good of a job as she could have. Managing all of the craziness, all of the Caitlin mania, all of the hype, all of the media. It was just so much that came with that.
You might be wondering why Swoopes, a Hall of Famer with plenty of accolades, keeps reaching for headlines with these outlandish claims. Is it jealousy or just a desperate bid to stay relevant? Either way, Lexie Hull has had enough and is here to set the record straight. What's it really like playing alongside Caitlin Clark? Spoiler, it's far from the chaotic picture painted by Swoopes. Swoopes' words might make for catchy headlines, but they crumble when faced with actual evidence. From heartfelt stories to laugh-out-loud team moments, Hull's response dismantles Swoopes' shaky narrative piece by piece.
Players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't know.
It's not the first time Sheryl Swoopes has tried to stir up controversy involving Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Remember her bold declaration that Clark's game wouldn't translate to the WNBA, or when she claimed Clark wouldn't make a splash in her rookie season? Spoiler alert, Clark proved her wrong in record time, dominating with standout performances and awards. But Swoopes didn't stop there. Earlier this year, she hinted at locker room toxicity in the Fever, suggesting some players didn't want to play alongside Clark. The problem? These stories were built on social media whispers, not hard evidence.
What kind of things do you say?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But this,
I'm talking about more social.
When Sheryl Swoopes couldn't back up her claims, fans and analysts called her out. Even respected voices like Nancy Lieberman and Stephen A. Smith criticized her speculative approach and lack of evidence.
She got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Sheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this.
Let's not forget Sheryl Swoopes' bizarre critique of Caitlin Clark's NCAA scoring record, where she insinuated that an extra year of eligibility somehow invalidated Clark's achievements. Once again, facts prevailed. Clark played the same number of seasons as her peers, and the argument quickly fell apart. It's almost as if Swoopes has built a second career out of doubting Clark, yet each time her claims crumble under scrutiny.
As a friend, and I said, you can say whatever you want, you can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion.
So why does Sheryl Swoopes keep pushing these narratives? Maybe it's an attempt to stay relevant in a league now celebrating fresh talent, or perhaps it's just a fascination with drama. Either way, her track record for accuracy is shaky at best. Fans are noticing, and the patience for unsubstantiated stories is wearing thin. But this time, Swoopes has really stepped into it, targeting not only Caitlin Clark, but also Kelsey Mitchell and former coach Christy Sides. Enter Lexie Hull, tired of the noise, stepping into the spotlight to push back. Let's break down Swoopes' recent remarks about Mitchell and why they don't hold up under scrutiny. Spoiler, the facts tell a very different story.
Because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season, and I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
Sheryl Swoopes' latest target is Kelsey Mitchell. In her recent podcast, Swoopes claimed the Indiana Fever weren't recognizing Mitchell's contributions enough. If you believed Swoopes, you'd think Mitchell was overlooked and undervalued by her own team. But, as usual, reality paints a different picture. For starters, let's consider what team president Kelly Krauskopf has said. Krauskopf has consistently praised Mitchell, calling her a cornerstone of the team and highlighting her vital role in shaping its future. Statements like, Kelsey's impact on the team is irreplaceable, and her leadership sets the standard for where we're headed, hardly suggest neglect, do they?
Not unusual, and it certainly doesn't change our opinion of how important Kelsey is and how important, she is to returning to this team. So that she's our number one priority.
It's not just management singing Kelsey Mitchell's praises. Mitchell herself has expressed deep gratitude for the organization and her teammates, highlighting how the team collectively blocked out all the noise. Hardly the picture of discontent Sheryl Swoopes tried to paint. Mitchell has openly shared how Caitlin Clark's passes set her up for critical shots, showcasing their mutual support and chemistry on the court. The most compelling evidence comes from the court itself. During the Fever's standout season, Mitchell's numbers didn't just hold steady, they improved. Analysts noted that Clark's assist-heavy game boosted Mitchell's scoring opportunities, making her an even greater offensive threat. This synergy completely debunks any narrative of neglect.
A lot of people don't understand that either about Caitlin. You don't know where those passes are going.
No,
Yo,
it's going to go to where she thinks you're going to score from. She's like a football.
Quarterback.
She's passing you into a route.
Peyton Manning. Indianapolis' finest.
Why would Sheryl Swoopes make such claims? It appears to be another chapter in her ongoing narrative of stirring division and doubt. However, this time, Lexie Hull has decided enough is enough. Hull's response to these allegations has been both direct and illuminating, highlighting the strong bonds within the Indiana Fever team. She shared stories of behind-the-scenes moments that reveal a team deeply rooted in unity and mutual respect. From playful banter during practice to team outings that strengthen morale, Hull painted a vivid picture of a group that thrives on and off the court. This isn't just a team. It's a force built on collaboration, laughter, and unwavering camaraderie. Hull's perspective dismantles Swoopes' divisive narrative and reaffirms the Fever's undeniable team spirit.
She'll just throw out comments that are just funny. Like, no one else is saying it but Caitlin. She sees the game at a bigger scale, obviously with the platform that she's created for herself, and then that's transitioned to the game. It's huge. And I think, like, for me, especially as a point guard and as someone that's delivering a lot of the passes that lead to shots, like, if I miss, she's definitely going to say, like, you got the next one. Like, I can count on her for keeping me, like, confident and positive. So yeah, I think that shows the player that she is and the leader she is as a point guard.
Lexie Hull, renowned for her determined play and unwavering commitment, rarely comments on off-court drama. However, when Sheryl Swoopes began spinning tales of division, Hull felt compelled to speak up. Her words carried significant weight, not just because of her status, but because they stemmed from first-hand experience. Hull described the Indiana Fever's atmosphere as one brimming with support and laughter, offering a vivid glimpse into practices that were equal parts intense and enjoyable. One standout story featured Caitlin Clark during a tough practice, lightening the mood with her humor as loud music blared in the background. Hull highlighted how these moments not only lifted spirits, but also strengthened team morale, turning challenges into opportunities for camaraderie and growth.
There was one practice, Christy turns on loud music because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams, she's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what? And Christy reacted and said, "What did you say?" And she repeated it. And all of us were just we were all dying because if I would have said that, if anyone on our team would have said that and then been asked, "What did you say?" and you repeat it, no one else is repeating it, but she did. And it was the funniest thing. We're all rolling on the ground laughing.
Hull shared how the Indiana Fever, including herself and Kelsey Mitchell, worked together to block out social media noise. The team's culture of encouragement ensures that if one player has an off night, others step up with positivity. This camaraderie directly counters Swoopes' claims of locker room toxicity. Hull emphasized that Clark's leadership fostered an environment where everyone could truly thrive.
It's easy to say, don't read it, but everybody does a little bit. And I think it's having that support system to help keep you on track. The biggest thing is finding people to kind of get you out of that cycle and get you to thinking about the positive things you did, even though a lot of times people online aren't talking about the positive.
Hull's comments provided a heartfelt glimpse into the Fever's dynamics, showcasing a team bonded by more than just basketball. She shared stories of spontaneous team outings, golf games, group dinners, and yoga sessions, emphasizing that this was a family, not just a team. Even after tough losses, players leaned on each other as friends united by a common goal. Hull stressed that these activities were genuine expressions of their connection, not for show. Fans and analysts praised Hull's candid defense, commending her for exposing the gap between Swoopes' claims and the team's real unity, cementing her role as both a player and a leader.
This whole time, and I didn't know that they were supporting me until that moment. So like, you kind of forget that there's these people behind the scenes until they come out of the woodwork and say like, I've been following along this whole time. Like, I'm so proud of you. And that just feels so good to know that there's, such a community behind everybody on our team, even when you don't hear it.
When Sheryl Swoopes' critiques extended beyond Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell to target former Fever head coach Christy Sides, she hinted at unfair dismissal and chaos. Yet again, her claims appear more fiction than fact. Here's why.
A conspiracy theorist, but it's not lost on me that the day after Christy Sides is let go is the day that Stephanie White stepped down from coaching in Connecticut.
Christy Sides' tenure with the Fever was defined by dedication and resilience. Team president Kelly Krauskopf praised her efforts, stating Christy brought immense commitment and worked tirelessly to guide the team through a pivotal period.
I can't say anything bad about the job that Christy Sides and her staff did. She did everything she was hired to do and then some, through tough, a tough first year of Caitlin and all the attention and everything that went with that. I give them a lot of...
Players, including Lexie Hull, echoed this sentiment, highlighting Christy Sides' unwavering support even during challenging seasons. Hull shared how Sides fostered growth, collaboration, and a forward-focused mindset. Swoopes' claims of internal unrest simply don't match the reality described by those who experienced it firsthand.
It's hard, I think, in this profession, things just are so fluid and you never know what to expect. You never get comfortable. And heading into next year, this will be my 4th head coach in 4 years. So just it's a crazy job. And I'm really sad for Christy. I think she's a great person, a great leader. Excited to see what she does in the future.
It's important to recognize that Christy Sides' departure was not the result of a dramatic fallout, but a mutual and strategic decision aligned with the Fever's long-term vision. Lexie Hull emphasized that the team viewed Sides' exit as a natural part of their evolution, with both players and management wishing her well. Sides herself handled the transition with professionalism, maintaining a respectful silence and acknowledging the nature of sports transitions. Her graceful exit was praised by fans and analysts alike, who saw it as a true leader knowing when to step aside for the team's future. Swoopes' claims of discord simply don't align with the positive narrative from those involved.
Sides did a great job. And as we move forward, my thought process was how do we maximize what we have and how do we jump on this opportunity?
The truth is, while Sheryl Swoopes may try to sow doubt, the Indiana Fever are a team driven by shared goals and mutual respect, not controversy. They're focused on forging ahead, learning from each chapter, and adapting for future success. But was Lexie Hull the only one standing up to the accusations? Far from it. The Fever's response was not silence, but unity, with Hull's strong rebuttal sparking a wave of support from her teammates. Erica Wheeler, known for her candidness, also chimed in, describing the Fever's locker room as anything but toxic. Wheeler highlighted how Caitlin Clark's humor and playful antics lightened the mood, often turning tense moments into opportunities for bonding and laughter. This collective show of solidarity from the players spoke volumes about the true nature of the team, sharply contrasting with the narrative Swoopes tried to push.
All we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
Aaliyah Boston, another rising star on the team, also added her voice to Hull's defense. Boston shared how the team supported one another both on and off the court, celebrating successes and lifting each other up during tough times. Stories of spontaneous movie nights, shared workouts, and group dinners painted a picture of genuine camaraderie that couldn't be faked.
All right, guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're gonna show you what we do.
Get the butt down. Good.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed.
Further strong.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shoulder press.
Cheese.
Love it. Cheese.
Boo. Waist stretch support.
Oh, she is strong.
Lexie Hull highlighted how these shared experiences built a level of trust that carried into their gameplay. "We play harder for each other because we know we've got each other's backs," she said. And it showed. The Fever's resilience in tight games, their ability to bounce back after losses, and the shared joy after wins all proved this unity. It's a team where everyone's contribution, whether on the court or in team morale, is valued and respected. The Fever's true story, highlighted by Hull and echoed by others, stands in stark contrast to the image Swoopes tried to sell. This is a team of connection, shared laughter, and an unwavering bond that turns teammates into family. As the Fever set their sights on 2025, their unity and momentum promise a season even more exciting than the last.
All of us just kind of like stuck together, trusted the process, and realized that like the start of the season isn't the biggest deal. It's how we finish and how we get better. And really proud of just the resiliency of the.
You've changed the world in so many ways. You've done it with so much grace. And I'm so happy to take the floor with you, to be a part of this experience. I want to tell you to give yourself some grace, kid. You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do. And from me to you, I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be in your corner. I'm always going to be in your backcourt.
One thing is crystal clear. The Indiana Fever are far from the disjointed team Sheryl Swoopes tried to portray. Instead, they are a resilient group, built on shared experiences, mutual support, and a collective vision. Lexie Hull's decision to push back against these baseless claims wasn't just about defending her teammates, it was about revealing the truth of the Fever's bond. Caitlin Clark, frequently at the center of Swoopes' exaggerated critiques, as we look ahead to 2025, one thing is certain: the Indiana Fever are a team to watch. Their momentum, leadership, and strong bond set the stage for something truly special. With every practice, every game, and every victory, they are rewriting their story and showing the WNBA what resilience and drive really mean. To all the fans eager for what's next, stay tuned. This team is just getting started. They're ready to show the world what true team spirit looks like. It's not just about the game, it's about heart, family, and the unwavering will to prove the doubters wrong. Are you excited for the next season? If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.